You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu. Polow and Tell, is that you?
Mic check. Mic check, waifu.
Tell, is that you?
That was some real, what was that, Goblin and Yonkers kind of voice right there. That's crazy, man.
This is episode 117 of Mic Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by Lube Complex. Make sure you go to lubecomplex.com and use that offer code waifu to save on your entire cart. It's also brought to you by Don't Talk Shop. If you're watching the video version on patreon.com/miccheckwaifu, you can see the Don't Talk Shop.com hat on my head. It's dope as fuck. I'm also wearing an Ilthy jersey. I was pretty fly today for no reason. No reason whatsoever.
It's always.
Anyway, it's also brought to you by Patreon producers. Shit, I ain't got them pulled up. Listen, I love y'all so much. Let me just go to I'm a fucking relationship manager. I'm fucking shit here. Okay. Listen, y'all about to get a whole nother Polow today. Oh my God. Would you look at that? We have to go give full brand new shout outs to a new Patreon producer. Quellian. Thank you so much. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm so sorry. Because I'm a big fat doofus. But we love you so very much. Thank you so much for being a new producer to the podcast, Quellian. You mean the world to me. You mean the world to Till. You mean the world to us.
We love you.
Shout out to Dre the Go G, Cad the Pro, Explicitly, Nachi, Treesus, and the new one, Quellian. Thank y'all. I love y'all. This is going to be a fantastic episode. I promise to goodness. I am so tired. I'm delusional right now. I've been working for like 5 days straight. It's all good though. I watched all my anime I needed to watch. I got bags under my eyes if you're watching the video version, but that's okay.
Ain't no bags.
It's okay, because I'm getting the bag. You know what I mean? No.
Let's go.
Like I said, it's about to be a whole different type of Polow. I got my legs kicked up. I'm laid back. I'm comfortable. I got I don't know. I got these Itachi slippers.
And I'm hard. I love them.
You know, so let me just say this real quick. I never been a type of cat. I'm fucking old. I never been a type of dude to wear like the super obvious graphic anime shit, like the poppin' anime shit. That's never been my style ever. Like you would never see me with a Naruto graphics tee on or motherfucking Jujutsu Kaisen hoodie or some bullshit like that. I only like wear, I don't know, shit that is obscure, I guess. Like I wear the fuck out of a quintessential quintuplets hoodie or something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even going front or cap. I have some, but it does feel a little childish wearing like an anime graphic tee.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but
we ain't judging you. We ain't it just ain't our shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
if I had a Ilthy, not like an Ahigao shirt or something like that, I don't mind that as much because like it's way more obscure. It don't say Naruto or Bleach on it.
Right. Like I can't do it. It's just not me. I think I'm a little bit flyer than that. Like I throw on some Lube Complex shit in a
or like the one that Ivy makes.
True. Oh hell yeah.
Her stuff is dope.
Because it's custom. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't go to Walmart and cop a Naruto tee. You would never ever. I swear to God, if you ever see Polow in a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt, I give Tell the full rights to punch me in the face as hard as he possibly can, which will probably break my jaw. But that's okay because I deserve it. I would never do it. Never.
I would never punch Polow.
Not never. I ain't never wearing that shit. But
unless he disrespect his mom or his sister or something like that.
But these Itachi slippers though,
fire.
Motherfuckers hard. Okay.
That design is nice.
Anyway, this is an anime podcast brought to you by us every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. CST or 8:30 a.m. I don't fucking know when it goes live. I post it And I schedule it to go live at 9:30, but it always go live an hour earlier because it's going off my Eastern time still. Whatever. Y'all get the episode every Tuesday. Can y'all do us a favor though? Like this would be greatly appreciated because we got a lot of new listeners. So back in the day when we first started doing the podcast, my dumb ass decided to post it on Reddit. It was a mistake. That was an absolute mistake because it was our first episode. I posted it on Reddit. Obviously, the first episode ain't good. I'm gonna just say it. I still believe it ain't that good. I don't think it's good at all. Even though we still talked about some fly shit. We got a bad negative review on iTunes from it. Okay, because Reddit is a cesspool. Everybody know that. Y'all could do us a favor. Go to iTunes and just rate it. Leave a nice comment. If you don't like the show that much, or you want to give us less than 5 stars, don't even say nothing. Just hook us up with a nice review. Also follow us on Twitter at MikeCheckWaifu. We would appreciate that too. Listen, shout out to Rob, aka Dad Needs to Talk. We got another Rob in our mixed. He's a fly dude though. I love him. He's awesome. He also has a podcast called At Dad Needs to Talk. So check that out. But we got a topic from him later. We got a topic from Tell later. And I think we just gonna fuck around, you know?
It sounds good to me.
Let's do it. So, Tell, before...
let me do it this time.
Ooh,
you did it last week.
Yes, sir.
What's your episode of the week this week?
My episode of the week is a tough one. Between Remake Our Life and Girlfriend. I think I'm gonna go with Remake Our Life, though, because that shit was way too good.
I think Remake Our Life had a really, really good episode.
Strong episode, right?
A very, very strong episode. I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with Reborn this week.
Reborn.
Yeah, Hitman Reborn. I picked it back up because it took me a minute to get into
that joint. Okay.
I picked it back up where people said I should start, and I watched like 8 episodes, and it had a really good episode in there, or 2.
Shout out to hasn't Sinead been singing the praises of Reborn?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was saying that, you know, the main character from Reborn or run so many characters phase without them even knowing, and they just like they overlook them because they ain't watched the anime.
True.
So I'm in it. I'm skipping fillers because it's almost 300 episodes long.
We don't have time. We don't have time to watch fillers. I just don't.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
I'm not into it. Yeah, that's cool. That's dope. So you watch Reborn? That's crazy. I might have to pick it up.
Yeah, I the funny thing is so everyone told me to start at episode 20.
Damn.
The filler list said that the filler list says that the first 55 episodes are not filler. But I've already watched the first 20 episodes several times. So I started episode 20, made it to 28, and there's some good episodes in between there.
Couldn't be me though.
Yeah,
I mean it will be me eventually.
The first 15 episodes, I'm not gonna lie to you, them bitches drag. They were bad, bro.
Boring.
But it was like you introduction to all the characters, which should normally be important or interesting.
True.
It just wasn't. Like, you know how you watch One Piece?
Yeah.
One Piece, the longevity of One Piece is what it is because like you can't pick up One Piece. You can pick up One Piece and say, I don't think the first episode was good. But like I find that hard to believe that people think the first episode of One Piece just wasn't good. It might be bad in comparison to some other stuff now, but like it drew enough people in for it to be 900, 1,000 episodes deep and people still watching it, you know?
Yes, sir. What you said makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna be trill with you though. I thought One Piece episode 1 was pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's bad. I'm just saying like it had to be good, and I guess it's I can't imagine how hard it is to have a good first episode because all you gotta do is grab their attention.
True.
But like a lot of people, like you said, even for like I enjoyed Shadow House, but the first episode was not good.
So, I forgot. I watched 15 minutes of that and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing here?
Polow said it did not respect his time.
It did not respect my time. At least for the moment, but like I know what it's trying to do. It's building up something. which is cool. You know what I just noticed too?
Second season was announced too.
Ooh, clean. I just noticed that since I got my feet on the desk and my new camera mount sucks dick, that my camera gonna be shaking every time I talk. So sorry.
It adds character. It's a dynamic thing.
It
adds character. It's dynamic.
Okay, all right, I'll take
Dynamic
that.
frame from Polow this episode.
Listen, it's all kinds of shit from Polow this episode. You would have think I'm drunk or something.
Nah.
You know what's crazy, y'all?
What's good?
Personal time with Polow. I've never been drunk before.
Polow don't get drunk.
Nope. I think I was close before. Like, I think I was buzzed, but I was never drunk. Like, did I ever tell that story? I don't know if I told this story, but I'm telling it anyway. I'm sorry, y'all heard this before. But when we had our photography studio, me, Money, and Pac-Man took a trip to New York to, I don't know, just make some moves, I guess.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we was there. We was out there for a minute. Then, for some reason, we were walking the streets because we literally got this fucking wonderful ass hotel, like, in like the main of this, like, Times Square was down the street. It was crazy. We was walking and we saw this little, like, hole in the wall strip club. And we went in that joint. And when we went in that joint, it was like, yeah, it's no entry fee, but you got to buy a drink. It's like, okay. So we got a couple of fireballs. And then all of a sudden, they kept bringing us fireballs. And I'm just sitting down talking, because I'm gonna be trill with you from the party promoting days, bro. I always hated strip clubs. I thought strip clubs was the worst to ever throw a party to and go to. It was just dumb, real stupid.
Even without that life, I didn't really like them.
They're dumb. No offense to the strippers out there. We respect you, get your money, but I don't like them. So I'm there and I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And this chick, man, I will never forget it. She had it all. But I'm like, you know what? I'm smarter than that. She kept bothering me. I'm like, no, I'm good. Kept bothering me. No, I'm good. So what you come here for, she says. And I say, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? We came from Cleveland. We just shot a nice trailer for our photography company. And we just chilling. She's like, okay, so you want to celebrate? You know, I'm like, no, I'm chilling. But you know what? Here you go. I tossed her $40. And I'm like, let's just talk. And I was just sitting there talking to her. And we were just talking. And then she was like, you know what? I'm going to dance with you anyway. And from that point on, to avoid other dudes, she was chilling with me while I was just drinking these fireballs. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I know I wasn't drunk, but I can feel myself starting to change. I was starting to change because I was starting to enjoy myself. And that's the problem. When I started to enjoy myself, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I don't need no more drinks. I'm good.
Yo, Shorty be about to take advantage of Polow,
no, but the thing is, I only gave her the $40 just to sit down and talk to me. And she's like, well, you know what? To avoid dealing with other dudes, I'm gonna just chill here. I'm like, but don't you supposed to make, you know, a certain amount of money and shit? Like, you supposed to do your thing? She's like, I don't care. All right.
She made enough money the day before, bro.
Yep. Somebody that I was with, I ain't gonna say his name specifically.
No.
Yeah, he did that.
No.
Yeah, he did that. And man. But he was the type. You know what I'm talking about? He was the type. Yeah, he did more than he should have.
Oh, no. It be like that sometimes, man. It's like that.
Oh, what an episode already. Episode 117, my favorite episode already. Anyway, shit. Let's talk about this topic. You want to go with Rob, the one where Rob gave us?
Yeah, let's do that.
Rob at Dad Needs to Talk from Twitter. He has a podcast called at Dad Needs to Talk. It's my dude. It's our dude. He's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, one of the dudes on Twitter I enjoy following. Like, I enjoy our at My Check Waifu Twitter page because it's full of just dope people. But I do see some trash from time to time because I follow everybody back. So it's like some of y'all just, oh boy. Anyway, let's see how blinding nostalgia. That was a hit. That was a good episode too.
For sure.
Shout out to my Moody. Come here. Where is it? Where's that topic? Oh, don't I got that as a sound tell? I don't remember. Let me see. I think I made because I had this thing in my stream. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all know how to deal with it. Let's see here. Miss Sampler. Boom. Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, back to the topic. Let me see. I got a sound just for Moody right here. Here it is, right here.
Hey, come here.
I'm tripping. All right. Anyway, I'm trying to find a topic on Twitter for those of you who are waiting. What the fuck is Polow doing? Our notifications just be getting ridiculous sometimes, which I appreciate. Montel.
All right, so look, this week though, I know we ain't really talked about it, but I've been seeing a lot of wild stuff on Twitter.
Ooh.
One of them being Madara is beating Thanos in a fight.
I hate it here. I don't even. That's enough of that already. Okay. I found the topic. Okay. Here's the topic. The topic comes from Axel Blaze _ PAC. Okay. Axel says, hot take. People want stakes in quotations until their favorite character is involved. And then Rob comments and say, I agree with you, Axel. Some people just be talking. I might check waifu. I think this needs to be a topic I can see y'all talking about at some point. And we decided, all right, why not next episode? So the topic is like hot take. When people want stakes into their favorite character involved. So for instance, stakes. People want sacrifice until it's something about their favorite character getting destroyed or somebody that they love dying. Or imagine how different Naruto would be if Kakashi died. You feel me?
Right.
Imagine how different DBZ would be if motherfuckers stayed dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just saying. Everybody wants stakes until it's their favorite character, which makes sense. So I'm gonna go through his thread, okay, and I'm gonna just pick these random people. These people have no idea they about to be on my check waifu, but I love it anyway. So randomly seeing a bunch of people. Oh, sorry. At Phantom Uma says randomly seeing a bunch of people say how bad Tokyo Revengers is because something happened to their favorite character. It's crazy. No.
I mean, that's okay. Real quick. So stakes involve a gamble, right? Like,
Indeed.
And inherently, gambling is addictive because it triggers something in the brain, right? So people like seeing their favorite character pushed to the brink and then surviving, push to the brink and then surviving, right? But in real life, that's not what stakes are. You're not gonna get pushed to the brink and survive every single time. That's why stakes are super high in certain anime. Like the stakes for ReZero are super high. And it's not because our character dies, it's because of the reset that happens when he dies,
bro. Right? Tell him. I need that tell him button.
Stakes vary depending on what the anime or what the scenario is. Your favorite character in Tokyo Revengers dying just happened to be one of the stakes when it happened to be something at risk.
Right.
And that's one of the beautiful things about it. To think that you're watching an anime and that there's a gamble that you weren't sure was even a thing.
Right.
That's what makes it so important. Like Ash Lost in Space.
Yes, Lord.
There were stakes in play that we had no idea were at stake. So, what you got, Polo?
I'm just letting you kick your facts because you spitting right now.
So, when you have those scenarios where you call an anime horrible because of the stakes didn't go the way you wanted them to, that just means you got to stick with it, right? Like, and I hate to say it like a gambling addict because that's what some gambling addicts do, but sometimes those stakes are there to sink you in. Yes, you lost your favorite character, but you don't know what's going to happen in the future. An anime without those stakes tend to lose a lot of viewership.
What's the main reason why a show gets called mid? Which I fucking hate, by the way. I fucking hate the word mid with a disturbing passion in my ball sack. But what's the reason why shows get called mid?
They get boring.
Yes.
There's not enough action for everyone.
Yes.
And action is different, which a lot of times stakes are action.
Yeah, and stakes ain't even gotta be action. Like, look at the stakes of Clannad, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I mean. Like, stakes are the action of what's going on.
Yeah. It's fucking huge. It's huge. Mm-hmm. And that's, again, why it's my favorite show, because the stakes in that motherfuckers are like, they're like so, I don't know, like gut punching, heartbreaking, you know?
I'm laughing because you're sitting like how I was sitting last episode.
I'm cold chilling, bro.
But you're right, though. Those stakes are high for the certain relationships, for certain reveals.
Yes.
Information being revealed can be a stake.
Yes.
Those things just raise the tension, and that's what it is. It's raising the tension of what's happening.
Stakes is tension.
Exactly. So when that happens, though, that whole scenario makes it intense for the viewer. Mm-hmm. And when that doesn't go out in that doesn't play out in the way that they want it to, they lose that, I guess I would say, which scientifically might be that dopamine. Yep. That dopamine is like, boom, my character survived. I'm happy, right? But sometimes that might not happen. And sometimes you got to stick around to get a different hit of that dopamine. And to call an anime mid because the stakes didn't go your way, to hate an anime because the stakes didn't go your way, it just means that the writer has something else in stock for you.
Everybody wants stakes until their favorite character is involved.
Facts.
Man, what a fucking take. That is not even a hot take. That's just the right take. Because it is true. Like, I can't. What is it? The situation that happened in Tokyo Revengers was so powerful that it made me love the show more.
Right.
Now, how can what is a time? Oh, I got it. The perfect fucking, oh my God, tell. No spoilers. Because that ain't what we do in the first half of the show. But AOT, we obviously read it. Those stakes, the repercussions of that, and then the backlash that the author got because of those stakes and chances that he took that turned almost the entire fan base to get him. Fuck y'all. Y'all some doofuses. Y'all are seriously ridiculous. Now, to be honest, the stakes in AOT, Polow personally, don't give that much of a fuck about. I think the story was good, but I think it's just good. Maybe that's not the most popular opinion. I'm really not even looking forward to watching it in the anime form, because now that I know what's going to happen and how it's going to happen, I truly don't give a fuck. But I'm still going to watch it. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I prefer what happened at the end of AOT to be a little bit different. And the reason be, I can't even talk about it because that's going too far.
It's spoilers.
Yeah, I can't even talk about it. Let's just say what happened at the end, I want it to be different. And I wanted it all, you know? I'm gonna just say that. And people who read it know what I'm talking about. I just wanted it all.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And I think I actually made a post about that this same week too, about I wanted it all. Mm-hmm. You had to do everything in order to get.
I wanted it all.
Outcome.
Yep. That's crazy.
And that's not what happened.
Nope.
I think I literally made that tweet too.
I think when we did our spoiler talk, I think we both said the same thing. We both wanted the same shit. But I appreciate this because this is a good conversation to have. I hope people that listen to us actually take it into consideration. Like, why am I really mad that this happened? You know, like, what am I really upset to the point where I'm gonna change my entire opinion of the show because that happened, because of stakes? You know, like.
But I also think sometimes that's fair because the stakes can make you completely fall in love with a show.
True, that's true. Very good, valid.
Like I said, so sometimes those stakes, like we talked about Astro Lost in Space, no spoilers. What happens in that first episode?
Yes, Lord.
Kind of like boom, stakes, right? something happened. What happens in that 9th episode? Boom, stakes again. We're like, huh. It was stakes every episode,
Man.
but there are larger points where those stakes really hit, and you just like, I gotta figure out what happens next. I gotta find out. So I'll say sometimes it's justifiable to dislike something because of the stakes, but I don't think it's justifiable to say to not stick with it because of the stakes.
Do you lose all objectivity when you hate a show because of the stakes?
Depends on the person. I would say I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we shouldn't, as human. Yeah. Like, we should like it more because of what it's making us feel.
Yeah, but some people, if you're watching it for pure enjoyment and something happens that's not enjoyable to you, your stakes are in. Like, if the stakes make something that's not enjoyable for you, what's your objectivity is literally just you. You're the object to that scenario. So to you, it's like, I don't care. I have no more involvement in this.
Right. I don't know, man.
I think for reviewers, people who are like content creators, our objectivity is different versus like the masses, right? Because if we got 1 million people who watch a show, right, the objectivity of that is putting the millions of reviews together and saying, boom, this is what 1 million people think. Us, our objectivity is like, this is what we see, and this is how the base level of it is, and what it should be as an artistry. I think is more or less how we look at it.
Wow. Great. It's great. Yeah, man. I feel that. Hardcore. So yeah, that's a great topic, man. Hey, Axel, I don't think you follow us, but I appreciate you. Dad needs to talk. I appreciate you for bringing that to our attention too, because that was fun. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic, shall we? Mondale.
All right. So my topic, I was watching an anime and this just happened. I said, I hate when an anime you watch goes from interesting to completely losing the story by trying to do too much.
Yes. All right, let's talk about it.
So, yeah, bro. There's an anime I was watching by the name of the detective is already dead. Now, I do want to say one thing that happened.
Don't spoil it, bro.
It did a transition in the middle of a fight from like 2D animation to CG, and I was like, "Come on, bro, take this shit back. Just take this back." It was so bad.
That's nasty.
But it wasn't just that one. The 5-second battle game did it too. But
yeah, that show looks gross.
It's horrible. But the detective is already dead. The issue I had, and I'm not going to spoil it, is the fact that the beginning was somewhat interesting, right? Like, I feel like the beginning, they didn't do enough to entice me. And I think Polow and I actually disagreed on it. I think Polow said he thought it was very interesting in the beginning.
The beginning was fire.
Yeah, to me, I was not thrilled with the beginning. I thought for a 45-minute episode to start off, they could have given us a little bit more impact.
The second episode blew dick, bro.
Fact. Now, I've been sticking with it. I'm already caught up. Next episode is the final episode.
Thank God.
I feel like the last two episodes, episode 10 and episode 11, they were just like so much disposition, so much talking, so much information dropping, and trying to put in like storylines and shit that just didn't make sense. It's like they were trying to pile all this stuff on, and then now we went from one episode of having like this transforming wolf dude to having a transform another character. And it's like we went from a semi-detective anime to like a supernatural hunting down mystical items anime to hunting down transforming weird people things. It's like it's hard to like stay engaged in what's going on when they're just layering more bullshit. Yeah. They're layering more and more bullshit on top of bullshit. It's like you could just give me a really good story and then trying to mix love into all of it with like 3 different people. It's like, come on, bro.
Okay,
oh my God.
So let me talk about this real quick. Shows that do too much, that start off good, that do too much. Now, you want to know something that first came to mind as soon as you told me this before we press record?
What was that? Okay.
fuck. I think I forgot the name of it. Fuck is it? What the fuck is it? What was that fucking show that was real pretty? That seemed like it had a promising first episode. I could do my drive.
Yeah, I could do my drive. Yeah,
talk about ass, bro. Listen. Listen. Oh my God. I could do my drive was the most terrible shit that tried to be so philosophical and fucking, it was just dumb as fuck. Like, that was the first thing that came to mind, and it's so bad I couldn't remember the name. Akadama Trash was the epitome of trying to do too much. Oh,
you're not wrong at all.
Also, you want to know what else? Try to do too much, and this happened only on the final episode, because the show was fucking fire all the way up into the final episode.
It always happens.
Take a guess. Think about this kind of hard, but not too hard. We just talked about Akadama Drive. What happened on the last episode of this fire ass show that just killed the show? I think you know. Maybe you disagree with me though.
No, what was it?
Junie Tyson.
Oh yeah. Oh,
fuck the end of that show, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that shit was
Zodiac Wars. Junie Tyson. I thought it had a really great concept.
So good
from the beginning. The beginning, I was shook. Talk about stakes. We just talked about stakes. It was there. And then it got to the final episode. It was like, what was all this shit for?
So stupid. The dumbest shit, bro. It was the dumbest shit, bro. Ugh.
Oh man, it was actually really good all the way up until the end.
To the very end. I'm like,
yeah. My favorite character in that show died, and I was like,
I wasted time. But today I got time, because the next one I want to talk about was also the same fucking deal I wasted my time with. What was that shit? King's Game was the worst. I swear, it's bottom 3 anime. Like, seriously, bottom 3 anime, worst anime of all time is King's Game. Shout out to Black Anime, because he feels the same way. It was the worst anime of all time.
So JB versus the World said, "I'm looking at you, Guilty Crown," because and then someone big squishy said Bleach is doing that with the fillers right now. I'm sticking it out because I need to see Aizen get his consequence.
Yeah, you watch Bleach without fillers unless it's the Zanpakuto arc.
And then Panda said, yeah, or the reverse, interesting to just something generic with a twist. So I hate that too.
Yeah, true. Panda,
something generic with a twist.
Listen, Panda, you right about that, because when you being unique, Akadama did that generic shit too. But when you being unique and you just flip into some basic shit, I do feel like it's because the studio either ran out of money or time.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times fucking Twin Star Exorcist, bro. Perfect example.
100%, man. That anime is straight doo-doo garbage. Speaking of which, I did read the latest 2 chapters, because they dropped 2 chapters.
Here you go. I done got them started.
90 pages of manga, bro.
Jesus.
I plan on talking about it anyway, just a little bit. I ain't want to say too much, but yeah. Actually, you know, I love it.
That's your baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yes. Fucking man. You know what I wish though?
What's up?
I don't know. I just wish it was more uniqueness. That's why I like Girlfriend so much. It's a good show, man.
I saw you talking about it's one of the best that came out this season.
I'm gonna say that it's good.
It's good though.
Yeah, I don't think you're crazy for thinking it's one of the best this season. But unless you only watched a few things this season, I would understand. Dude, my camera, am I getting lower or is my camera getting higher?
You getting lower.
I'm getting lower. Okay.
Your head is going further and further from the top of the seat, bro.
I am chilling, man. I wish y'all could see the video. Y'all need to watch the video version. Check it out on our YouTube. Follow our YouTube. Search it up on YouTube. Might check white.
I need to drop a picture. I'm
gonna do that shit. Yo, damn, never mind though. Yeah, can you drop the picture for me? My phone is on the floor. I don't feel like picking it up. Listen, I don't know what kind of mood. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood today, but I am.
It'd be like that.
For real. I am in the best mood. Anyway, what was I talking about? Shout out to Lil Complex. I'm gonna give a shout out to Lil Complex again because I love y'all. I love y'all over there. Shout out to Explicitly. I love you, bro. Explicitly, we still waiting on that flyer, by the way, for our Twitter Spaces when we create hashtag MCWW antagonist. And what we gonna do with that? Listen, what we're gonna do with that was gonna create a space. It's gonna be titled antagonist, and you gonna come in, and it's only gonna be of you being able to speak for, obviously gonna be me and Tell, the two hosts. But then it's gonna be you being able to speak, and you will have the floor, and we'll set a timer. You get until the end of the Pain song, which is about 4 minutes long, to let your shit off and talk about either popular opinions or something you just hate. Go balls deep into it.
Hey,
for 4 minutes.
Do your antagonist / take talk. We gonna let you know if you got some trash takes or whatever you got.
Antagonist, you just get to be evil. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's not like a take talk is different.
Take talk, yeah.
Take talk is very different.
Do your thing, because that's Polow's favorite, obviously.
I love it. I do love it because I just don't give a fuck. When I don't have a fuck to give, I got to give that. I don't know where I was going with that, but it was about to sound cool once I fucked it up. Anyway, what's next, Till?
It's about time. Is it time to get to know my check waifu?
I guess we can get to know us. I think it's your turn to read the question.
It is my turn to read the question.
My turn to roll the random number generator.
66 questions on this.
For those of you that don't know, this is the part of the podcast where you get to know our hosts, even though you got to know me a little bit better already. Yeah, we about to get to the
New York trip.
Yo, that shit was crazy. So crazy. The number I got is 51.
51. All right, 51. What's your favorite animal?
Wolves, obviously.
So Polow and I are basically the same person.
Yeah, when it comes to that.
Wolves are my favorite animals, but I also have an equal or tie.
Cheetahs. Oh, cheetah! I thought it was lions.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold on.
This whole time.
Check this out real quick.
Because mine is lions. Yours is cheetahs. What the fuck is that, Montel? Oh, it's a lion head. See, I hate him. He lied. It's actually lions. It's not cheetahs.
Where I'm gonna find a cheetah head?
The same place you got a lion head. Hello?
No. I can't do that.
I swear I love my brother. I do want to give. Hey, before we go into break and all that fancy shit, I do want to give a shout out to Burke, our brother Burke. Happy belated birthday, Burke. The day we're recording this is the day after your birthday, but I want to tell you formally on the podcast, I love you. No matter what happened in life or anything, like he's literally like a brother to us, and we love him. We love him to death, like for real, like legitimately love Burke. I don't know if he listens to this, but I'm gonna make him listen to this. I'm gonna make Tell create a trailer with this part where you can barely see my face in it, just so I can tell Burke, I love you, bro. Seriously, keep doing you. You're like one of the best people I know and I love with all my heart. For real.
100%. Burke and I, we actually all became friends around the same time. I was friends with Polow first, if we being real. But
it's same 7th grade, right? It was all the same.
Yeah, but Burke didn't come until the end of the 7th grade year.
Oh, that's true, because he was at Brush, right?
Yeah, if you remember, I didn't like Burke because he asked me for some money during lunch.
Yeah, I remember.
And then when I asked him to pay me back, he ain't had the money. So I was mad, and I wanted to fight him.
I remember that shit, man.
And I let it go. In the 8th grade, he was in my class, and I was like, "Oh, this is how this
we were all
go.
In the same class in the 8th grade."
All of us.
Bro, I almost failed the 8th grade, y'all. That's another thing about Polow. I almost failed that shit. We was all in AP classes together. I don't know why they put my ass in AP classes with these fucking geniuses, but
we was having a good time, man.
It was a great time. I was bad, man. I was just way bad. I didn't fail. I'm here. I made it.
But you wasn't bad though.
Was I? I don't remember, bro.
You was a smart ass.
That's true.
But you weren't bad.
True.
Look. Little fun story about Polow. Polow came up with the idea to buy something for a girl in our class who was a little bit less fortunate than the rest of us. So we all poured our money together and bought something for this girl.
Like $50 jeans too, by the way.
We were in 8th grade, right? And we didn't know or nothing like that. We just was like, look, Polow was like, look, we can't keep letting people make fun of this girl.
Right.
Let's do something.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was Polow's idea. Polow's idea was let's do something.
But they made it seem like I was trying to like make fun of her, like I was bullying her. And you know that's definitely not what I was doing.
And she cried. She did. She cried when we gave her the pants, but she came back and was very thankful. Was like, I'm so thankful and I appreciate that. And she was like, I didn't think y'all was bullying on me.
Okay.
And nothing like that.
Yeah.
Because if anything, I think Polow was the only one who didn't make fun of her. Polow made fun of the people who was talking shit.
Yes.
That's how me and Polow always work.
Yes.
If you talk, we talk back.
Yes.
And we wild.
Exactly. Like why Yoda.
But yeah, that was it. But also the whole moral of this was Polow is a nice guy.
I am.
Burke's a nice guy. Happy birthday, Burke. We love you, bro.
Love you, bro. Love you so much, man. Anything else we want to talk about before we go on break? Because when we spoil shit, that's when the show ends, and it's still only we kind of 40 minutes into the joint, but I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna spoil Twin Stars, but that's it.
You gonna spoil Twin Star for real?
Yeah.
What if I want to read? I'm not gonna read it, so you can.
Yeah, it's only gonna be a quick part.
What else we spoiling? My Hero, I guess.
My Hero, Tokyo Avengers, and Remake Our Life.
Let me tell y'all something. When Rob J gonna hate me for this, but I love Rob J. Sorry, Rob J, but and Tell might hate me too. Shigaraki kind of sucks. He kind of sucks. His story is definitely gruesome. That's for truth. But he kind of sucks. Cause I don't think the initial, maybe it's different in the manga, but the initial reasoning behind him going batshit, I think it's pretty stupid. And I'm gonna just say it here. You heard it here first.
We can debate that in the next part.
We're gonna go.
I have some comments.
Of course you do. We're gonna go deeper into that after we get back from this break. What song am I gonna use? I don't fucking know. But I guarantee you the song's gonna be real nice. I promise I'm gonna get that playlist done for you, Crystal. And Rob, I love you. I love you. Do not hate me. It's coming.
Polow is on one today.
Listen, I don't know if I don't know. Sorry, y'all. If y'all don't like this energy, I am so sorry. I don't know what's over me today, but I'm gonna get it together. Anyway, we're gonna spoil My Hero. We're gonna spoil Tokyo Revengers. We're also going to spoil Remake Our Life, which is probably one of my favorite episodes because self-realization is like my favorite thing in anime. So we're gonna talk about that when we get back after these. Yeah, welcome back to episode 117. Mic Check Waifu as always. Follow us on Twitter at Mic Check Waifu. And as I said at the beginning of the show, go to iTunes or wherever you listen to this and rate the podcast, because that will help us a lot. Anyway, let's talk spoilers.
All right. So I'm starting with Twin Star Exorcist because I'm the only one who reads Twin Star Exorcist for the podcast, but it's a personal favorite of mine, my favorite manga. But basically, we got 2 chapters this month. Normally we only get 1 chapter, 45 pages.
Oh, damn.
But we got 2 chapters, 90 pages in total for both chapters. Fire. First chapter, we continue our fight with Shizuru and Sakura, and they're fighting one of the strongest bad guys, right?
I don't know what he's talking about either, y'all.
It's cool. Basically, they fighting Gabara, who is the toughest motherfucker around.
What a dope ass name. Wait a minute, what's his name?
Gabara. Yeah, he's number 1 of all the people they gotta fight, and it's 2 people trying to fade him, and they getting dogged. But basically, they kind of it's 2 women, and one of them is one of my favorite characters. She's the black girl who she summons her ancestors to help her fight.
Oh yeah, you told me about her. Yeah.
She's dope. Her name is Shizuru, and then the other character, her name is Sakura. Basically, they work together to power up themselves to fight him. This was really impactful because Sakura gets powered up and amplified. She's throwing 1,000 punches. She's doing that. What is that punch from the first season of My Hero Academia when All Might is fighting Nomu? I
forget.
Yeah, that the 100% Detroit Smash or whatever.
Yeah.
She was doing that, but in the middle of that, she realized that her consciousness was linking with the person she was fighting, and the divide between these character bases is the fact that the Yang side is essentially evil and the Yin side is good. I might have it mixed up, but basically, the one side of our characters who are the bad guys who basically are destroying the world, they have negative energy, and that's how they channel everything. It's all essentially negativity, and that's how their power is based off of. But they're only seen as like demons and monsters, versus the humans. Are obviously humans are defending the humans. They have been defending humans for thousands of years. Is what the Exorcist has been doing. But basically, she's linking with his mind and sees that he was once a child and as well. And normally they just see them only as curses. Like they never see them as actual people. But she had a chance link to his mind, and his mother was essentially sad and depressed when he took his first human life as a curse, basically. And that was something that they weren't supposed to be doing or weren't initially trying to do. And he's been alive the whole time, which is why he's the most powerful. So basically, she ends up sympathizing with him, and he basically breaks down, and he is apologizing to his mom for what he did in terms of killing so many humans and everything, and they fall into this ditch. It was kind of cool to see that these characters aren't just completely evil.
One-sided,
they have that extra dimension to them. But then in the next chapter, we have our Twin Star Exorcists, both of them. So we have Rokurou, who is the good side, and Benio, who is technically the bad side. The Twin Star Exorcists, what they are is yin and yang.
So I'm Benio, and you the other guy, the good guy.
Yeah, Rokurou is a man, Benio is a woman, that's his wife. Damn. We not that. But Benio has a twin brother, so you can be you though.
There it is.
But
as long as he's evil.
Yeah, he is. He evil as fuck.
Demon.
For real though. Like literally almost killed everybody. Early too. He was doing it easy. Basically, she had to make a decision in this chapter. Within the 45 pages, she sees Rokurou fighting basically to the end of his line, and he's already awakened as what he's supposed to be. He is the great Yang, which is like the good side. He's awakened to his full potential and power, but he's fighting several different enemies who are as strong as he is, and because he's fighting all these people, doing so much, taking care of the entire island almost by himself, he's worn down, getting his ass beat.
Tired as a motherfucker.
Tired. And she comes to the conclusion that in order to help him, she has to release her human side and go and be the great yin, which is evil, the evil side. She is the same as the evil side. She has the same negative energy that she processes as the evil side, but she is meant to fight along him to destroy them, right? But it's supposed to show that there's a unity between the two, that you need both of them to kind of like consolidate all the issues. So she does it at the end of the chapter. She gives him a kiss and says, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for fighting by my side. Thank you for loving me when no one else did. Thank you for being my family when I lost all of them. And
she died.
I love you. No, she didn't die. She turned to the great yang, which means that they can no longer live in the same plane.
Oh, so yeah, that's right.
In the human world, she can only be in the Magano world.
Bye. That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
That's real fucked up.
And that was it. I was like, damn. I felt sad. I posted a tweet. Y'all can check it out. But that's my end for that. If y'all ever want to read something that's going to take forever, Twin Star Exorcist.
If you want to read something that's going to take forever. I hate them.
It's 45 pages per chapter, bro.
And it's how many?
I be waiting every single month for it.
How many chapters is it?
Oh, bro, it's like 100 something of them things.
Damn, that's crazy.
It ain't that much.
It's camera at the crib, crazy.
It's a lot.
Anyway, that's dope though. I like that. I like the little story.
I know you ain't gonna ever read it, but
hell no, I ain't never read that shit.
They ain't gonna never give us it's only 98 chapters. It ain't that much.
I'll leave that to tell them tell. Let's talk about My Hero. We should have started with My Hero and ended with Twin Star.
Okay, yeah.
We should have did that, but whatever. Who cares?
You can edit it.
Shit. Okay, just how it is. Shout out to My Hero. Another good episode, I think. Personally, great episode actually.
This was a better episode.
100% better episode. But I just don't give a fuck about Shigaraki, bro. I think he's pretty lame. Pretty basic for evil sake. Like that whole the way that story like wrapped up. It was him wanting to be a hero. Him learning that was the chick that had is it One for All? Yeah, the chick that had One for All was his grandmother, basically.
Nana Shimura.
She's pretty fucking cool. So to learn that was cool, and then him wanting to be a hero was cool, I guess. But then the switch just kind of fucking happened, and I don't think getting slapped by your dad once is enough for you to be crazy. Is that what it was? Was he slapped by his dad?
No,
and changed his mind. Like, oh, I don't want to be a hero anymore.
So I don't know if you probably didn't get the interpretation right. The interpretation was that this is a constant thing from his dad.
Okay, yeah, I did get that interpretation.
He had the same energy as Deku, basically. He wanted to be a hero. He wanted to be a hero, and he was 5 and wasn't manifesting the quirk yet. So his dad is telling him, "Look, you got to get over this." And they kind of imply in the beginning that his dad is telling him, "Get over this because you don't have a quirk yet, and I don't want you to be disappointed." But then they go down the route of saying that his dad doesn't want him to be disappointed or doesn't want him to be a hero because of his own personal traumas.
Lame. Shit is lame.
I think the dad is lame as fuck. Personally, my opinion.
Yeah, he's just lame as fuck.
I think Shigaraki's reasoning for being evil was intentionally meant to be very
lame.
It wasn't meant to be like, I'm evil because of the world is corrupt. That's not his
no
role.
It's a mental break, right? Like it's everything that his father put in. Like I understood the concept of it. His father literally tormented him about him wanting to be a hero and him not being able to express wanting to be a hero. I want to be a hero, and then his sister, saying let's be heroes. Like them together wanting to become heroes together and seeing the world from the outside, and his father just mentally breaking him down. I get it. That part is cool. It's cool. It's quote unquote logical. As logical as it could be. Is it dumb to Polow? Yes, it's fucking stupid.
I get that. Let me finish with this breakdown though. So they also talked about how they specifically said in this episode that quirks are a part of your personality traits, right? And this is why people act a certain way with their quirks, because their quirks affect how they actually think as a person. So Shigaraki was not having a quirk. They did not see a quirk in him, right?
Right.
But we did also see that he was itchy. They couldn't find out why he was itchy, and that he was only itchy when he was at home. He said, I'm only itchy when I'm here. When I'm out playing with my friends, I don't have this same problem. But when he's at home, he gets this irresistible itch because basically the shit that he deals with at home is bothering him. And that's what caused the psychological break, was the fact that this is something he's constantly dealing with, and it welled up.
It was dry as fuck, literally.
No, I get it. Yeah, he was dry as fuck. That's what his quirk is.
Yeah.
But I actually thought it was cool that what he did was an accident. Intentionally, he didn't really want to kill his dog. He didn't want to kill his dog. He didn't want to kill his sister.
Right.
His parents, he might have wanted to hurt them because of his mom just sat there and watched his dad do everything. His grandparents sat there and watched his dad do everything. So those were probably more intentional.
But that's the part that's the part that's lame to me though the most is I mean, it's okay. So let me put it in perspective, I guess. Okay. So from my perspective, it seems like his dad was terrible, obviously. Terrible and relative, because Todoroki's dad is, the Todoroki family, their dad way worse, way fucking worse. From perspective. They only showed him getting hit once or twice, I think. But it's
implied this is regular. But
it is implied. I guess it's implied. It's more so implied that he's always getting punished.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't see any physical, but he's always getting punished by being, sent somewhere to go to the corner, or whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
I just don't feel like it's enough, bro. I don't feel like it's enough to make. I get it. To make his choices warranted. But if you have a mental break, it's uncontrollable because it's mental, right? So I guess
everyone is different.
In perspective, mental is just mental, regardless of how quote unquote bad your trauma is, right? Because it could be, I can fucking stub my toe and become mentally unstable. Like it just varies on person. Like you're absolutely right about that. So it's not that he's bad. I just don't think it's as fucking cool as everybody made it seem to be. And that's on God. Like I don't think his backstory is that fucking great. I understand. Maybe it's anticipation for it. I try not to let that shit get to me though, because that's just not who I am. I always say, okay, well, let me see for myself. And I promise to God, I am not the type to listen. I don't give a fuck. I watch TikToks. I do all that shit. I'm not the type that wants to be different for different sakes. You know those motherfuckers. Like, I'm gonna go against the grain because I don't want to be like everybody else. Those type of motherfuckers.
Oh, I don't do that.
I hate that shit because I can't stand it. But I'm just keeping it real. I don't think he's that cool at all. I still think Toga's fucking cooler. I'm real, and I don't even like her.
I wanted to say that they used Toga as an implication for his story, right? For the fact that these quirks that manifest and are not normal, right? Like when they happen, these people, they utilize these quirks in a certain way, and it makes them ostracized, and they're not understood by others.
Wait, you're talking about the meta side, right?
Well, in general, right? Like, because that's what they were saying in Toga because she enjoys blood because of her quirk.
Oh,
right?
I see.
Like that's her personality trait. She enjoys blood because of her quirk.
Yeah. But he enjoys being dry because he dry. Is that what you're telling me?
It's not that he's But what I'm saying is that if he did that, right, even if it was an accident, who was going to come save him?
Nobody.
And the mental break wasn't just from the abuse alone. It was from the fact that he wanted to be a hero. He kept being told he couldn't be a hero. And then he goes and accidentally does this. There's no chance.
And literally becomes a villain. Yeah. Yeah, that's
It wasn't even his choice. It just happened.
He's definitely Joker.
Nah, Joker's probably better written. But that was, I think, the most intriguing part about his story was that, like, it wasn't on purpose, that like he really just had no choice. And people always say you have a choice between being good and evil. He tried. He wanted to.
You're absolutely right.
The hero with his friends, but when it came down to it, because of how his life was and all that kind of stuff, he got pushed into this corner of evil. True. And now he wants to see the world burn. I think it's shitty that he wants to see the world burn and that he's just evil for evil's sake. But like
it's like the writer was like writing deep. He was writing deep, yeah. Let me use this metaphor of his father always pushing him into this corner as a punishment to him literally being pushed into the corner and becoming a villain. And then he wants to just see the world burn. He just fucking he's like, I'll just wrap this shit up. Yeah. And that's the sad part, I guess. That is where my mind keeps going to, because the reasoning is always so stupid, and I always validate reasoning above all else. Like his backstory, okay, everything you said, it swayed me slightly because it's cool. Like you're right, being backed into a corner can change somebody mentally, no matter what. A mental breakdown is a mental breakdown. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if you get a concussion and you get CTE, or you fall off a motorcycle and your brain, you hit your head and your brain changes something within you 15 years later. Like that shit actually happens, which is cool to see in an anime. I'm not gonna lie there. That's fucking dope. So that part of his story is absolutely incredible. But I just want to see the world burn is the fucking laziest shit, I think, is what make me not like him. 100%.
I agree with that. We ain't even gotta argue that, because it feels like every other villain in this show or in the manga as well is better written.
They got some reasons, bro.
For that specific part, like for the reasons, like obviously Hero Killer Stain being a crowd favorite consistently, yes. He has always been a crowd favorite because his reasoning is he's tired of heroes being heroes for profit. He wants heroes to be heroes for a reason.
Yes,
and he's out here fighting for that, and he's giving them work.
Even Overhaul was more detailed, wasn't he?
Yeah, Overhaul, he had a goal, and it wasn't necessarily to be good. He wanted his boss, his leader, to be back at top, and he was tired of like heroes pushing people who had to make a living like this down. Right. So there was reasons, like everybody has a reason, really, except for Shigaraki, who he has a reason, but it's more like his mental break is just like I want to kill the world.
And this shit, yeah. See, man, and that's what it is, bro. Because like, what else? What are some of our favorite shows that? Look at the fucking reasoning behind Roswell, bro, and ReZero. My God. Mm-hmm. Jesus, man. Oh, it's so much that it's just like, it's just, I don't know. It's just a disappointing, but the fucking episode was so goddamn cool, though. It was so cool. Like, I just love when they get the pace and shit right. Because I don't know why it was so hard for them last season. Maybe it's because they sidestepped. It
was hard for them beginning of the season too.
Yeah, you true right about that. True right about that. Until the Todoroki story came, it was really hard. But if they just keep, man, it's flowing real nicely. Even though it's about to end next week.
You didn't have any hard parts of this episode to watch? It wasn't hard to watch the dog get melted or shredded.
Mm-mm.
His sister.
His sister was a little. His mother probably was harder than his sister and the dog, because she didn't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm going to my son. She was already breaking down even before she got to him. Mm-hmm. But she's like, fuck that. I'm still going to my son, because you could tell her love for him was real.
She just acted too. She didn't act soon enough. If she had negated or stopped her husband from doing all the bullshit he had been doing.
She was leaning towards it though. She was going towards that. She's like, I'm done with this shit at the fucking end. Like,
when it's over, it's already too late. You already been pushed to the edge.
Yeah.
Now it's time to disintegrate all this shit.
Whole time. Yeah. That was the hard part. But so the dog and the sister I didn't care about. Let's talk about Tokyo.
All right, Tokyo Avengers.
Fire again. I didn't like the beginning of it. You could tell that was kind of like
they were recapping a little bit.
No, they were fluffing. Finding out that Emma was Mikey's little sister, and I'm a detective bullshit. It was cool.
Okay.
It was adorable, but it was just fluffing to get us to that cliffhanger end. I want to know what the fuck Mikey's about to say. You know what I think he's about to do?
What you think he's about to do?
What you think I think?
He about to make Takemichi a captain.
Third, and Kizaki's about to be out.
Then he about to kick Kizuki out?
Yes. And then Kizuki gonna be pissed off. Because the reason why he brought the Valhalla dude is because the Valhalla dude probably gave him some intel on what Kizuki was doing after everything was done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think it's gonna be like, yo, you out, bitch, because what you did, you texted, because he was texting Punishment Man. I forget his name, because he was texting him during that fight. So I think that is being used as a bargaining chip for Punishment Man to join Toman, but kick Kizuki out. That's my hope.
I think
probably ain't gonna happen, but
I think he about to put Valhalla under Tomo.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
and I think this is what I think is gonna happen because they're not gonna break Tomon down.
No,
because they just gave Takemichi a jacket, right?
Thanks.
So they're not gonna get rid of Tomon. Because I think in the other timeline they made Kizuki the top of Tomon, and then he went to Valhalla. I think that he gonna stay with Tomon, but he gonna put Valhalla under Tomon, and I think he gonna make Kizuki run that part of it.
I hope not.
I don't like it either, but I don't see them getting rid of Kizuki like this.
There's no way though. You're probably right. Fuck. That'd be stupid.
I don't know if I'm right. I'm just saying though, I think that because they're not just gonna get rid of Kizuki like that.
Please get him out of here. But I think when he do that though, when he get rid of Kizuki gonna create his own shit.
They gotta fade Kizuki. Ain't no way he just.
I'm with you. 100%. Yeah, no, you're right. Tell. Yeah, you're right. Fuck this episode, this cliffhanger though. That was bullshit.
Yeah, they really could have. They could have gave us some good news at the end of the episode, like,
straight
yo,
bullshit.
Takemichi, you're a captain, and then they just end on a but. Let us give us the good news. Give us something,
because they literally gave us no progress whatsoever, minus the jacket.
Yeah, that was it. The whole episode, you're right, was fluff, and then it was the jacket.
Old time.
Which was cool, and that's why we know that they're not getting rid of Tomo.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless we both wrong and they make Takemichi the leader.
Ooh, that'd be fucking live. Next episode, last episode, bro. Then we read, I guess.
It is.
I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. I just really like to see this shit in motion, bro. The motion has been so clean.
I'm excited to read it too, but like people, they've been Tokyo Revengers heavy on the timeline.
Yeah,
and I don't never see spoilers.
No, me either. I haven't seen one.
But
I've seen the cover, but I don't even know what it means.
I feel like they be on the verge. Yeah, the only cover I seen was Grown Up Takemichi.
I ain't even see that.
Not Takemichi, not Grown Up Takemichi, Grown Up Mikey. But
oh, okay, no, I did see that. Okay,
but that was it. I ain't seen nothing else.
Yeah, because Grown Up Takemichi is the one from the future, duh.
We always
dope. Anyway, let's go to Remake Our Life. I love Remake Our Life, dude. It's literally my favorite this season.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is a much better episode than I expected it to be.
Expected this to be even less though? I
was scared.
Were you?
I was very scared.
Talk to me.
Like, I have faith in the writers of this.
Yeah.
But the reason I was scared, because I last week I said I had faith. But what had me scared was I didn't think they was going to take this route. This is the route I wanted them to take.
Yes. That
he take that lesson, but he didn't completely fold on that lesson, right?
Like, bro, that was so good though, wasn't it?
Yeah, like the fact, like if he had folded and been like, I can't, you good, Polow?
Yeah, I'm taking my phone.
If he had folded and been like, I can't do anything about this, I'd have been like, bruh, you can just do something. You have to. You're already here, bro.
Right. So, I mean, my favorite part is like I said before the break, man, the inner, I love self-realization in anime. It's my fucking favorite thing. And when you use, like, when you take the time to think and that inner monologue comes on and he starts talking, and when you start talking fucking facts in the strongest possible way, not no bullshit sidestepping or not no, I'm oblivious to this, I'm oblivious to that. This motherfucker is aware strongly of his actions, of the repercussions of his actions, and he lives it. He's living it now. He's like, yo, fuck that. I have this life now. It is what it is. Let me live it. but let me live it better. But then he thinks about it or gets brought out of it from Nanako, I think is her name, Nana. And it's like, yo, fuck. Yes, I did do it. This did happen. But it doesn't have to stay like this. Was the most powerful revelation in the episode. And yes, did I feel like that was going to happen? Yes. Yes, I fucking did. I knew this was going to happen. But did I know it was going to happen like this? Absolutely not. And that is what's so good about the writing of this show. It's so fucking beautifully just woven so well together between him living his life with his daughter and her, and they're just like, it feels good. And she's talking about, I can't draw. It's like so fucking good because it's so many stories within a story that I don't want it to end, and it ends in 2 weeks.
What made that self-revelation part so impactful to me wasn't just the fact that our main character had that like internal monologue and that internal revelation. It was that Nanako had that revelation.
Yes.
Because that proved a point to our main character.
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't have that revelation, then he would have continued to blame himself, right? And the thing is that, yes, he altered the timeline and made a change. But what ultimately made that change is that the character no longer had the will.
Yes.
Right? So if a character no longer had the will to do something, then it's not necessarily his fault because he showed them up. They just ran to a competition that they just thought they weren't going to be able to beat, and they gave up. Not the fact that, they really couldn't do more. They just didn't want to do more, right?
Because they felt self-reliant on him.
Yes, if they wanted to really take themselves outside of that reliability or that reliance on him, they would have done that. They would have gone outside of that. And that's what Nanako did. Nanako said, look, I did this because I was relying on one person and I came as far because of that person. But then I realized, like, I still want to do this. This is my passion. This is what I want. And if our characters outside of our main character continued with that same ambition, then they would be where they were. But they saw something that snuffed out their light, and that's not necessarily his fault. You don't dim your light for other people.
100%.
And while he did dim their light, and that was his ideal world where he was able to work with the platinum generation, he had no business snuffing out his own light for them.
They dimmed their own light because of they lacked the motivation that he had. Right. I just think that it's a self-realization kind of thing. You know what I think? I think he needs to show that video to Shinoaki, get her to draw again. Mm-hmm. And then I think that would entice the rest to.
I wanted that so bad.
Me too.
But when they didn't give it to us, I was like, they can't give it to us.
They can and they will next episode. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking for real. Like, legit.
But I felt like they couldn't give it to us because it can't be too sweet, right? Like, I think they want to give us a sweet ending, but they can't make it too sweet.
I don't think it's gonna be too sweet though.
Okay.
I think it's because again, the way they wove shit in together. All right. I just need to see the results of this Kasawagawa situation first. Of him standing up to the manager. I need to see that first before I can even determine what's gonna happen next. But I can't. It's so hard to predict in this show because it's so fucking just well done. Where you think they're not going to go, they go. And where you think they're going to go, they don't. Sometimes it's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Great characters. Wonderful story. Beautiful pacing. I hope the last episode is 45 minutes in 2 weeks.
Oh, it's going to be in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks. Because 12, I think. Let me validate. Always got to validate. Yes, it's 12. So, yep. 2 weeks. So we got next week, another regular episode, and then we got it. It's gone. It's over. That's all she wrote.
Sheesh.
No.
It's almost time to talk about fall anime too.
Oh, fuck shit. not actual fuck shit, but you absolutely right. Damn, Tell, did we just fucking cruising through this season. Fall. Let's look at fall real quick. Let me see if some of these dates when they release. Oh my God. Jobless Reincarnation in 20 days. All right. So next week, I think that'll be the perfect time because when does fall start? They'll always know this answer.
I don't know this answer. Why you don't do me like that? It's coming soon. It's September 22nd.
Oh my God, I forgot this one was coming. September 22nd. So yeah, okay. So next week will be the perfect time to do our anime fall preview episode.
But also 86 back in 19 days, bro.
You're killing me, Schmalls. You're killing me. Let's go.
Let's talk about that next week.
Next week, anime fall preview episode.
Ooh, I think I got my I definitely got my
Let's recap.
My spring, my fall sleeper. Woo.
Let's recap.
All right. We just finished talking about fall anime. We're gonna talk about that next week. But also we finished talking about Remake Our Life. Let us know if you think that ending is gonna be sweet or not. Hopefully it's gonna be a 45-minute banger. We don't know. Yeah, Tokyo Revengers. Great kind of like detailed episode. They did fluff it up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. We're excited for the final episode of that as well. My Hero Academia. Is Shigaraki trash or is he a really good villain? Let us know. He's probably not better than some of them, but you know. I also did my twin star exorcist rant. If you want to read something that's going to give you a nice little, love story and all that good stuff, do that. We also had our break with a great song choice by our host and DJ Polow Born Fly. We also had Get to Know Mike Check Waifu before that, and we had to know our favorite animals. What's your favorite animal? Polo's is a wolf, mine as well. Twitter Space Antagonist coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Be excited for it. And then we also had a topic, shows that start off good that end up doing too much. What's your show that does that for you? We also talked about stakes in anime and why y'all don't like stakes for your favorite character, like stakes for everything else. That's not what stakes gonna do, bro. You need them high stakes for your main character. I watched Reborn. We also talked about episode of the week, which Polo's episode of the week was Remake Our Life, and mine's Reborn. And then also do us a favor, rate and review the podcast.
We appreciate you. I am at Polow Born Fly on all social media.
I'm at King Teliano on all social media.
You can follow our social medias at Mike Check Waifu on Twitter and at Mike Check Waifu on Instagram. And as always, Mike Check.
Also, just so you know, Moody, he did that perfect for you.
For what?
You're now tuned into Mike Check Waifu Waifu.